OK, more breaking news coming to us. UEFA have been holding this conferencing call meeting. We're starting to hear a few things coming from it. Brian, what can you tell us?
Well, the Norwegian FA have just confirmed that the European Championships this summer will be postponed until 2021.
Postponed, you say? Nah, that doesn't really work for me, mate. Hello and welcome back to the channel, welcome back to PES 2020 and welcome to Euro 2020. It wasn't meant to happen, and to be honest it probably shouldn't have happened, and they've all made the right decision, and but however, as selfish football fans, we deserve to get what we want, and what we're gonna get is Euro 2020 in some shape or form, and this just so happens to be it. In the virtual realm in PES 2020. The Euro 2020 DLC launched on Thursday the 4th, completely free download with all of the overlays, kits, TV, presentations, a few new faces, trophies, 2 new stadiums, the whole bloody kit and caboodle, as well as the whole shebang. So we shall of course be playing through the Euro 2020 tournament and seeing how far we get. Who shall we choose though? There's 55 European teams to pick from, a veritable smorgasbord of cultures, creeds, colours and a whole bunch of other words, which is why we're going to go with Northern Ireland. Sorry. So here are all of the teams that have qualified for the tournament and all of the groups. Now, the majority of these are perfectly accurate, although some of them, due to the fact that there were playoffs meant to be played, I've had to manoeuvre about a little bit, but for the most part, they are all perfectly accurate. Group A is completely accurate. Italy, Switzerland, Turkey and Wales in Group A, as is Group B, totally accurate. Belgium, Denmark, Finland and Russia. Group C, Austria, Netherlands, Ukraine and playoff winner D would have gone into this group. I've gone with Belarus because out of the 3 there was Georgia, Belarus, North Macedonia and Kosovo. I've just gone with Belarus. Maybe Kosovo should have gone in, but I've gone with Belarus. Actually, you know what? We're going to put bloody Kosovo in because I like them and they deserve to be there. Where are you, Kosovo? Well done, you've qualified in this very difficult group, but you've qualified. Group D is got 3 of the 4 teams through: England, Croatia and Czech Republic, and then playoff winner C, which would have been between Scotland, Israel, Norway and Serbia. I've gone with Norway. Maybe Serbia would have gone in there ahead of them, but I like Norway. It's a Scandinavian thing. You can pick your own groups. Shush, leave me alone. Group E, Poland, Spain and Sweden, and along with ourselves, because this is the way that Northern Ireland would have qualified if they'd won the Path B between Bosnia, Northern Ireland, Slovakia and the Republic of Ireland. If I didn't put us in here, we wouldn't have gone in at all. So Northern Ireland along with Poland, Spain and Sweden. And Group F, to round us out, France, Germany, Portugal, and then the playoff winner of Path A between Iceland, Romania, Bulgaria and Hungary. Of course I was going to pick Iceland. If you know anything about me at all, it was always going to be Iceland. So those are your teams, those are your groups. Let's just crack on, shall we? Our journey in the Euro 2020 tournament begins against Sweden on match day 1. If you've wondered why I've picked Northern Ireland, by the way, it's where I'm from. It's a good, cool story. Yeah, I should have saved that one for Parkinson. So it will just be the one game in this episode, the first group game against Sweden. God knows how long this series will actually last. Of course, if we get knocked out in the group stages, it won't last very long. But we can but try, by golly. With this Northern Ireland side. Of course, with the DLC, all of the new kits have been released as well, along with a couple of new faces, which is just bloody lovely. So this is the lineup that will take on Sweden in the opening game. We have Peacock, Farrell in goal, Cathcart, Evans, Lewis and McLaughlin at the back, McNair, Davis and Norwood in the middle, with Ferguson and McGinn out wide, with big Josh McGuinness up front. My God, that is a squad to strike fear into the hearts of Bradford under 9s, I guess. up against the Sweden side of Nordvelt in goal with Granqvist, that fella. What's in Papagiannopoulos? That's ridiculous. Is he Swedish? Passport, please. Augustinsson, Kraft, Fransen, Olsen, Claesson, Sema, Berg, and Alexander Isaac. Lots of sons in that team. None of them are mine. You can't prove a thing. Shut up. To be honest, that is not the strongest Sweden side. Like, Olsen's not playing, for example. There's no Forsberg. There's no Larsson out of Feyenoord. So yeah, they're taking the piss is what they're doing, or maybe they're saving their good players for the actual good teams. But we shall prove them wrong. We'll prove them wrong. That's the word I've said, and that's the word I'm going with. We shall prove them wrong as we look to avoid defeat in our opening game in this very difficult group, admittedly. So here we go. The first game of Euro 2020 is about to kick off.
Northern Ireland clock in for their very first appearance at these championships. A special anniversary edition, in fact, games held across multiple nations. A true pan-European tournament that is a reflection of the pan-European nature of the game. And this is where it all starts for them. 11 players, many of them friends, some foes during the league season, now united for a single cause as they carry the hopes and expectations of a nation in this grand quadrennial event. Ahead of us, a month of non-stop adrenaline rush. I trust you are strapped in comfortably for what will be, at least for partisan parties, the most unbearable, thrilling of emotional roller coasters. The stadium has that feel of a genuine Colosseum. It could only be Rome. So it is upon us, their opening game, and what they hope will be the first of many fine games in this championship.
All I hope is that these nations, as well as the players, of course, can make a good account of themselves. And I also like the fact that such excitement isn't just something that one host country has the monopoly of. It's shared by so many people across the continent, literally, and that certainly created an extra special buzz.
And we are underway, and we've given it away immediately. Oh Christ, what a terrific start. Inside for Stephen Davis. Now Niall McGinn. Conor McLaughlin on the overlap. He's only got McGuinness in the middle, but he finds Josh McGuinness, who heads it just over the top of the crossbar. The first big chance of the game, and it's gone to Northern Ireland. Olsen looks for the ball over the top. It's cut out by Conor McLaughlin. It breaks to Ken Sema, and Bailey Peacock Farrell's able to make the save. Bailey Peacock Farrell with the least sounding Northern Irish name. That's the most English sounding name in the world, but it's fine. By the way, my accent is going to greatly come out during this entire series, so be prepared for a very thick, horrible Northern Irish accent. He's got Shane Ferguson outside of him. Ferguson looks up, gets the ball in towards Josh McGuinness, and again McGuinness with his effort wide of the target. A bit more difficult than the header this time, but Big Josh getting in the right spots again. Ferguson's ball in. He's gone. It's quite an awkward one, to be fair to him. Aside for Norwood. Now McGuinness. He's got Niall McGinn on this side. Niall McGinn with a shot. And Nordveld easily denies the man who looks perpetually perturbed. Olsen. Great ball for Claesson, who takes it down terrifically. He gets it in towards Alexander Isaac, and he's hit the outside of the post. I think Peacock Farrell had it covered, but still Sweden have hit the outside of the post. It's as close as either side has come in this game so far. The ball comes in, flicked off the head of Isaac and off the outside of the post. Now Lafferty. Strength shown by the big man. And Lafferty's going to have a go early on, and Kyle Lafferty has put it just wide. As much as it pains me to bring on the big idiot, but you know, he's an option, and that's what he can do. 3 minutes of stoppage time to be played. It's been a dire opening game for both sides, but it looks like they're both going to pick up a point unless something dramatic happens. But with passing like that, I don't think it's going to, unless Sweden can do something here, which they haven't been able to. God, this is an encapsulation of what this whole game has been like. Scrappy and generally quite terrible, but we've given away a free kick. It's going to be a booking, I think. Is it for Jamal Lewis? No. As far as opening games go, it's not been brilliant by any stretch of the imagination. Into the 6th minute of added time, the ref has got a bet on here, clearly. Larsson fires back in, and he's fired it just wide, and eventually the game ends. A terrible opening game, but we get a point off of Sweden, which arguably was the easiest game of the group, as we have Poland and Spain to go. And if we've played this badly against Sweden, God knows what the score is going to be in the other 2 games. Well, now in what could be seen as an upset, Poland beat Spain on the opening day by a 1-0. So Poland are top, we are second, above Sweden, but that doesn't really make any much of a difference. It's just alphabetical. And Spain sit bottom with no points after the first game. Just look through the rest of the groups after opening day. Wales and Italy both won in Group A. Russia with the win over Finland. Belgium and Denmark drew. Kosovo beat Ukraine. Is that a political? Is that quite a tense political situation? I don't know. I haven't researched enough. Hopefully not. But Kosovo have won their first game at a European tournament. Excellent stuff. Netherlands and Austria drew. Croatia and Norway defeated Czech Republic and England, who lost on the opening day. And there is our group as well, with Poland with the win and ourselves and Sweden with the draw. But that will do it for this episode of this Euro 2020 tournament. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy it, do let us know in the comment section below. Do hit that like button and do hit that subscribe button to see the rest of our European journey with Northern Ireland. Hopefully we can make it past the group stages, but truth be told, I'm not overly optimistic. But will we get through? We'll have to stay tuned to find out. Thank you once again so much for watching, and as always, we will see you in the next one.